Beloved seekers of the path of light, I, Archangel Jeremiel, extend my presence to you across the soft currents of time. I come as a gentle guide, a messenger of insight whose task is to help you see the roads before you and to choose among them with clarity and peace. In this message, we will explore the profound art of future visioning, the capacity to sense the many streams of potential that flow out from each choice you make, and the courage required to align yourself with the most harmonious timelines available to your soul. Time, as you experience it in the physical world, appears as a straight river flowing from past to present to future. Yet beyond the veil of linear perception, time is more like a vast ocean, rippling with countless currents. Every decision, every intention, every act of awareness, shifts the subtle pattern of your journey. The future is not fixed, it is a living field of possibilities. To engage in future visioning is to learn to read that field, to listen for the subtle resonances that indicate which paths lead toward growth, harmony, and fulfillment. The first step in this sacred practice is to release the weight of past mistakes and regrets. Many of you stand at crossroads, but your sight is clouded by memories of times you felt lost or misled. I remind you that the past is not a prison, it is a treasury of lessons. Every choice you have made, even those you wish had been different, has contributed to the wisdom you carry now. To choose optimal timelines, you must stand in the present moment unburdened, able to perceive with a clear heart and an open mind. Next, understand that the future is shaped by your state of consciousness in the present. It is not merely external circumstances that determine your path, but the quality of your awareness, your beliefs, and your intentions. If you view the world through the lens of fear, you will be drawn toward timelines where that fear finds reinforcement. If you hold steadfastly to hope, compassion, and a vision of harmony, you magnetize experiences that reflect those qualities. Future visioning is not simply prediction, it is co-creation. To engage with future visioning, you need a space of stillness and inner attunement. Find a quiet moment in your day, it may be as brief as the pause between breaths. Allow your thoughts to settle, like sediment sinking to the bottom of a clear pool. When the surface of the mind grows still, subtle impressions begin to arise, glimpses of possibilities, feelings of resonance or dissonance, a sense of lightness when you contemplate one choice, a sense of heaviness when you consider another. These impressions are the language of your soul and the gentle guidance of the higher realms. You may ask how to discern true vision from fleeting fantasy or wishful thinking. The key is to pay attention not to dramatic imagery or external signs, but to the quality of the feeling that accompanies the vision. True insight carries with it a sense of quiet certainty, a soft radiance that does not need to argue or persuade. It often arrives in simple, unadorned form: a word, a sense of direction, a quiet knowing. By contrast, fantasy often comes with agitation, urgency, or the need for immediate validation. Over time, by practicing stillness and honest self-reflection, you learn to distinguish the two. Understand also that no timeline is entirely free of challenge. Growth requires movement, and movement inevitably brings you into contact with the unknown. Choosing an optimal timeline does not mean selecting a path of ease without effort or difficulty, it means choosing a path where the challenges you encounter serve to expand your wisdom and compassion rather than diminish your spirit. In this way, you align with the stream of your soul's highest evolution. An essential aspect of this practice is the honoring of free will, your own and that of others. Each soul is on its own journey, exploring, learning, and unfolding at its own pace. Future visioning does not grant you the right to control or dictate another's path. Rather, it allows you to make choices that keep you aligned with your own highest good, even as you extend understanding and respect to those who choose differently. This honoring of free will is part of what makes optimal timelines truly optimal. They uphold the dignity of all beings. Let us speak now of the power of imagination as a sacred tool in shaping timelines. Imagination is not mere idle fantasy, it is the creative faculty of your being. When you envision a world guided by wisdom, compassion, and cooperation, you plant seeds in the field of possibility. When you imagine yourself acting with courage and integrity, you begin to carve out a path where those qualities are expressed. By nurturing these inner images and supporting them with consistent choices in your daily life, you guide yourself and those around you toward timelines that reflect those higher ideals. Many feel daunted by the idea of making right choices. They fear that a single misstep will lock them into an unfavorable path. I assure you that this is not so. The field of potential is fluid and responsive. Every moment is an opportunity to recalibrate, to choose again. If you realize that a choice you made has led you into discord, you can pause, reflect, and realign with your deeper intentions. The currents of time respond not to your mistakes but to your present commitment to growth and harmony. A practice I recommend is what I call visionary journaling. Set aside a few moments each day to quietly reflect on the direction your life is moving. Without self-judgment, note the thoughts, emotions, and choices that seem to guide your steps. Then, allow yourself to write not in rigid plans, but in gentle sketches the vision of the self you aspire to become, the contributions you hope to make, the qualities you wish to embody. In doing so, you clarify your intention and invite your higher guidance to illuminate the next steps. To complement this, cultivate the practice of gracious surrender. Future visioning does not mean grasping at control over every detail. There are larger patterns at work: the rhythms of seasons, the cycles of humanity, the dance of cosmic evolution that extend beyond your personal will. By holding your vision lightly, with trust in the benevolent intelligence that underlies all things, you remain flexible and open to unexpected opportunities. Often the most optimal timelines unfold in ways that surpass your initial expectations. As you grow in this work, you will begin to perceive that optimal timelines are not only personal but also collective. The choices made by many individuals weave together into the fabric of a shared future. When you align yourself with integrity, kindness, and the pursuit of wisdom, you become a subtle but potent influence on the collective field. Your presence, your decisions, your example, ripple outward, encouraging others to consider paths of harmony. In this way, your personal visioning contributes to a brighter shared destiny. At times, the world may appear chaotic, with conflicting currents pulling in many directions. It is precisely in such moments that the gift of future visioning becomes most precious. By keeping your inner compass steady, you can navigate through uncertainty without becoming lost in fear or despair. You learn to sense the underlying flow of possibility even when surface events appear turbulent. This steadiness allows you to act with discernment, compassion, and courage. Beloved one, know that you are not alone in this journey. The higher realms, the subtle companions of your soul's path, and the wisdom of your own deeper self are constantly offering guidance. We do not impose a singular destiny upon you, we illuminate the signposts along the way. Our aim is to remind you of your innate capacity to choose, to envision, and to bring forth futures that resonate with the truth of who you are. The practice of future visioning is not about predicting an unchangeable fate, it is about awakening to your role as a co-creator in the unfolding story of your life and of the greater whole. Each moment you choose love over resentment, understanding over judgment, hope over cynicism, you shift your trajectory. Each time you pause to listen to the quiet guidance within, you strengthen your connection to the optimal pathways that await you. As we come to the close of this message, I invite you to embrace 3 guiding lights for your journey. The first is clarity, to look upon your own motivations honestly, without illusion or self-deception. The second is compassion, to remember that your choices affect not only yourself but all whose lives touch yours, and to let kindness be a constant companion. The third is trust, to believe that the field of possibility is fundamentally benevolent, that even in times of difficulty there is always a way forward toward greater wholeness. I am Jeremiel, watcher of thresholds and keeper of future visions. I stand with you at every crossroads, not to dictate your steps, but to offer the lantern of insight so that you may see the path more clearly. As you learn to honor both the lessons of the past and the potentials of the future, you discover the deep power of the present moment, the living seedbed of all timelines. Walk, then, with courage and serenity. Let your vision be guided by wisdom and your choices be shaped by love. Know that each step you take in alignment with your soul's highest calling brings not only personal fulfillment but also contributes to the awakening of the world. The optimal timeline is not a distant dream, it is the path that unfolds beneath your feet when you live each moment with clear intention, open-heartedness, and faithful trust in the light that guides you home.